Here are today's top news stories and why they matter. The U.S. State Department has announced an immediate revision of its non-immigration visa policy for some countries, including Nigeria. Starting today, July 9, 2025, most non-immigrant and non-diplomatic visas issued to Nigerian citizens will have a 3-month validity period. The U.S. also says it is working with the Nigerian government to ensure it meets U.S. visa criteria and standards, which includes implementing measures to limit visa overstays by Nigerian citizens. Why does this story matter? DW's Abiodun Jamil tells us more.
The US used to issue a 2-year visa validity with multiple entries to many Nigerians before this new policy. Many others got a 5-year visa with multiple entries. The US Embassy described the new policy as part of its global visa reciprocity process, which addresses how American citizens are treated in other countries. Initially, the US government had considered imposing visa bans and other travel restrictions on Nigeria and other African countries. Meanwhile, the Nigerian government has said it did not introduce any new policy that could have triggered a reciprocal response from the US, adding that the restrictions are likely in response to an old policy that is yet to be identified. Many Nigerians have expressed concerns. We spoke to some of them here, and these are what they have to say.
Every time you have to travel to the US now, you have to apply for a new visa. That is if it is 1 to 3 months, after 1 to 3 months, which is very, very difficult.
Meanwhile, 5 African heads of state are expected in Washington from today for a summit with U.S. President Donald Trump. The countries are Gabon, Guinea-Bissau, Liberia, Mauritania, and Senegal. According to the U.S., the summit reflects a shift in its policy from aid to trade-driven engagement and will last till Friday, July 11, 2025. In Ghana, a significant legal dispute is brewing between the country's suspended Chief Justice and the government after she dragged the country to the ECOWAS court. Gertrude Tokono is asking the regional court to intervene in her suspension and the ongoing probe initiated for her possible removal. What are the crux of the issue? The embattled Chief Justice is currently facing probe into 3 separate petitions filed to the President, John Dramani Mahama. The Chief Justice was subsequently suspended pending the outcome of investigations. The latest case adds to 2 challenges mounted by Gertrude Tokono to her suspension at Ghana Supreme Court and the High Court. And finally, supporters of veteran Ugandan opposition figure Kizza Besigye have officially launched the People's Front for Freedom, while its leader remains in prison. Attendees at the launch paraded a framed portrait of Kizza Besigye, who has remained imprisoned since November last year. Kizza Besigye, a 4-time presidential candidate, is incarcerated over treason charges. Although President Yoweri Museveni has called for a quick trial, the case has dragged for nearly 9 months, with Besigye denied bail multiple times despite his attorneys citing poor health. And that's all we have for you today. Don't forget to leave a comment, do share, like, and subscribe to our channel, DW Africa. I am Ajua Tinkrama Domina.